Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Specialist Peters. I will be conducting a brief this morning on the foundations of Army leadership. Before we get started, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about myself. So I've been infantry my whole career. I've 5.5 years now. I did start out mechanized. I started out mechanized over there in Fort Riley. I just recently switched April of last year to light infantry, and it's a little bit about myself before we hop up into this brief. So the purpose of this brief, we're going to go over the basic principles of Army leadership, the foundation, the basic foundation principles of Army leadership. This brief is unclassified. So on June 14th of 1775, the Army was born, and with that being said, the Army leader was also born. So the Army leader, he is the main driving force for the United States military, from that Cherry E5 to that Sergeant Major of the Army. They are the driving force of the United States military. They're what make it go round. So ADP 6-22, that is a big one in this brief. ADP 6-22, it lays out the foundations of Army leadership. In there, it has the Army Leadership Requirements Model. That is broken down into three parts: be, know, and do. So be, you got character and presence. So you have to have character and presence. Know, you have intellect, that knowledge part. And then do, you have leads, develops, and achieves. We are going to break down this. We are going to break down the LRM farther. So here is the LRM. Here we have character and presence right under B, and then intellect. Here's know, and then leads, develops, and achieves down here at the bottom with do. We are going to break down even these attributes and competencies further. So the first attribute, we got character. So you have to embody those Army values. You have to take those Army values into account with everything you do. From solving a simple problem to maybe solving a mission-changing problem, you have to account for the Army values. You have to be disciplined. You can't be that guy that's always got NJP, and you got to show empathy as a good character. That's a good character trait, is showing empathy. So now we're going to break down the Army values. I'm gonna tell you what I think they mean to me. Your opinions might be different. So loyalty, you got to be loyal to the Army. Even in your personal life, you got to be loyal to your friends. So duty, you're the one that signed the dotted line. You're obligated to serve. And with that being said, serve honorably. Don't be the one that doesn't serve honorably. He's always getting in trouble, stuff like that. Respect, you got to show respect to those appointed above you. You got to treat others as you would want to be treated. Don't tell somebody something that you would not do. Selfless service. Let's say you get a task or a mission. You got to put that task or mission above yourself, for the time being at least. Especially when you're in uniform, that task or mission is above yourself. And integrity. You can't lie. You can't be... you lie, you're going to break the trust of everybody. They're not going to expect almost anything from you, not from the simplest of problems to the hardest of problems. And then personal courage. You got to be brave, especially to do what we do. We're in there day in, day out. Those downrange, they have to have personal courage. So presence, military bearing, fitness, and confidence. With military bearing, you got to be the guy that shows that military bearing all the time. He's not the one that runs in at 1700 when colors goes off. That being said, fitness. If a competent leader has good physical fitness from an eye standpoint, that will be what his subordinates will strive to accomplish. And then confidence. With confidence, you have to be confident. You can't be afraid to talk to people. You have to have the confidence to complete a mission. intellect, knowledge. This is being a critical thinker. You can't just be that simple-minded thinker. You have to think critically. You have to be able to adapt to certain problems that might arise during your mission or task, whatever comes up. This is a big one. You have to have knowledge. So leads. A good leader will always lead from the front. He's going to be that guy. He's not going to tell you to do something he doesn't do. He's going to do it. He's going to set the example for the others to follow. He will lead from the front. For me, being infantry in a rifle squad, I will always go over the battle drill, and then I will show what it looks like before I expect my guys to do it properly. Develops. A good leader should want his soldiers to be the next leaders of the United States military. He should strive for them to be the next sergeant majors of the Army, the next E5s, the next E6s. With this being said, if he is striving for them to be the next leaders, he's teaching, he's mentoring, it creates a positive environment for everybody else that is involved. It creates that camaraderie, friendships, that friendship that you're still going to talk to the guy after you leave or after you get out. And then stewards of the profession. With me, for example, I'm infantry, so as a leader, hopefully I have some type of education, whether it's combatives, airborne, air assault, ranger school, EIB. There's many schools to go to better yourself at my profession. You have to know your profession to develop others. So studying, reading those battle drills, for me at least. And then achieves. This person will always accomplish the mission or task that is set forth. And when a mission comes down from higher, he's not the guy that just tells you to do it. He's going to assign tasks for the subordinates to follow. Like, let's say in an infantry rifle team, the team leader is the one that assigns the grenadier, the saw gunner, and the rifleman in the team. So, and then overall, he just gets results. He's not that guy that's doing stuff to a bad standard. He's setting the standard. You always want to strive to set the standard. So with that being said, in conclusion, I really do think ADP 6-22, the foundations of the Army, is the foundations of the Army. With that being said, I think going even deeper into it, I think the LRM very, very well sets down the foundations of the Army. So with that being said, do I have any questions? No, thank you. That concludes my brief. Thank you all for listening, and see you next time.